whole wonky apples and nothing else. Scrapples are crunchy, clean, and naturally sweet with no added sugar, no salt, no fat, and no oil. Every pack counts as one of your 5 a day. So, so he's raising 500,000 total target with 50,000 already pledged. And so, but I'll let him talk about the rest of it. So he's the founder and CEO. So I think we'll go over to Ben first.
Great, thank you. I'm just going to share my screen. Can everyone see a big Scrapples logo?
Yeah, that's great.
Lovely. Thank you. Lovely to meet everyone. I'm Ben, founder of Scrapples. We make award-winning healthy apple crisps for kids. Um, Great. So look, in the UK, it's probably not news to anyone on this call, but we are living in a national health crisis. And it's actually not just in the UK, it's across Europe. And the more people I speak to in various countries, it's prevalent. It's a global issue. So long story short, kids aren't eating enough fiber. Only 81% of kids are getting their five a day. A quarter of primary school age kids now are overweight or obese, and nearly 60% of kids get their calories from UPFs by the age of 7. And what we're seeing is now there's a huge movement towards ultra processed foods. And I'm reading the book Ultra Processed People at the moment, and it's quite shocking because what's happening is kids are getting hooked on ultra processed foods. They're actually really addictive. So we hope to be part of the solution. Our mission is to revolutionize healthy snacking for kids of all ages. We want to serve 50 million portions of vibrant fruit by 2030. We're well on course to do that. And look, the reason why I started Scrapples is that I'm a dad myself. I have 2 kids. It's almost impossible for me to pick up healthy snacks, even in this day and age. I go to my local leisure centre. The vending machines are owned by Nestle. I go into, I fill up the car. I'm hit with the wall of Haribo and Pringles. So it's a very real issue, and it's one that we think we can help solve. So our products then, so they're naturally nutritious. They're absolutely delicious. We meet all of the big consumer health trends. So we don't have any added sugar. We count as one of your 5 a day. We don't add anything and nothing, certainly nothing artificial. And the key thing for us is that our best-selling product, plain apple crisps, is just one ingredient, which is really powerful. And our flavored range, so we have strawberry and mango, are just 2 ingredients. So you can't really get any purer. I'm pleased to say that we've also won a Great Taste Award. We're the only kids' fruit snack that has done that. And also we meet all of the kind of key shopper missions in terms of being convenient, lunchbox ready, and available in single formats. Sustainability wise, we were born from tackling and raising awareness of food waste. We use wonky apples to help raise awareness and do that. All of our packaging is recyclable, and we certainly don't use any oil, certainly not palm oil. We're also fully HFS compliant. For those that are aware of that, that means that we meet the government health regulations, which means that we can promote anywhere in store. And we're one of only 2 products that are HFS compliant in the entire kids' fruits category. So that's the product. In terms of the market, it won't surprise anyone that the #1 reason for buying healthier snacks is to get a portion of fruit or veg. There are over 2 billion snacking occasions in the UK alone for families. And for any of you that have kids, you'll know that they're generally hungry before dinner, before school, after school, before club, after club, on the way to grandma's, on the way to auntie's. There's no time where a kid won't have a snack. So I actually believe it's much, much bigger than that. And the dried fruit market is growing. As I mentioned, there's a big move against ultra processed food. I think people have reverted to the purity of fruit snacking because they can trust it. So we've seen some great growth there, and we hope to turbocharge that. Just taking a bit of a closer look at the healthy snacking market. So what's really driving it is kids aged 5 to 9. So that's parents that are seeking healthier snacks for their kids, whether it's on the go or for lunchboxes. Lunchbox occasions have grown and continue to grow. Yet at the same time, 64% of lunchboxes in the UK have cake in them, which may or may not shock you, but it shows you there's a massive opportunity for a healthy swap for a product like ours. We had some research done externally by an investor a couple of years ago, and 90% of the parents were asked what they would potentially swap out of their basket for a bag of Scrapples, and 90% said it would be unhealthy products like sweets, cake, or confectionery. So the best thing about our products is they taste like a treat, but they deliver real nutritional value. So some highlights. We've just been featured in the Ocado 2026 One to Watch trends report for natural snacking, which is fantastic. We've sold over 2.5 million bags. We've served over 3.6 million portions of fiber. Obviously, we want to get to that 50 million target as soon as we can. We're now available in over 2,000 different distribution points across grocery, food service, and export. Our revenue to the year ending January 2026 has grown 72%. We now have an analyzed run rate of 0.6 million. So some highlights. We recently launched into Tesco, which is going incredibly well. People are really resonating with our product. Tesco over-index with young families, and we're already hitting and exceeding our category sales benchmarks. I'm more than happy to share sales data with you off the call. Obviously, that's quite sensitive, and I'm wary this has been live streamed. January 26 was our biggest ever month, and we exceeded the category average by 40%. We've also seen strong demand from the UAE. Huge health crisis there as well. You guys, a lot of guys on this call will know better than me, but we've just launched in Carrefour as a part of their Bright Bites initiative. We're already in Grandiose convenience stores, and we're currently in final discussions with Lulu's and Kibsons. In terms of food service, we're about to launch into a big chain of leisure centres in the UK. We'll be in cafes, vending machines, but also party bags, which is amazing brand exposure for us. We're also in discussions with Legoland and multiple other food service outlets. So in terms of our growth plan, our ambition is to exceed 10 million by 2030 on base and 20 million on stretch. And this will be delivered by a focus on 5 key pillars. We have to win in UK grocery. We're now established in the biggest UK retailer in Tesco. We've got some incredibly exciting MPD plans with them, and they are championing health and leading the way in the UK, and we massively complement their health agenda. So that's super exciting. Generally, it's considered in the UK that if you can succeed in the biggest retailer in Tesco, the others should follow suit. It's never a guarantee, but obviously it's a really strong indication that our product is viable in the market. Food service I've touched on as well. We have a huge amount of possibilities if you think in terms of health settings, travel, leisure, education, all relatively untapped markets for us. Export, I touched on UAE. We also have designs on some big European markets, including the Netherlands and Germany. MPD, we already have new products in production that would target younger kids and older kids, which is super exciting. There's been a lot in the news, especially in the UK, about ultra-processed food, and that has wiped off 20% of the value of the baby and toddler category. We've been asked to develop specifically products, smaller products for that market, so that's also really exciting. And then, of course, none of this will work without us building brand awareness and making sure that Scrapples becomes a household name that people can know and trust. Obviously, there's more. I can share more on each of these pillars. But in terms of the raise, as Sasha mentioned, we're targeting 500k. We have 50k pledge from strategic angels that all have a background in food and drink, which is really exciting. And look, the spend for us, it's really key that we focus on building the team. At the moment, it's me and some very exceptional fractional staff, but I really need to build the team out so we can meet our growth goals. MPD is going to be massive in terms of taking advantage of the market and making sure we can launch cross-category. And of course, marketing. All of you guys know the food and drink industry. You know you have to invest ahead of the curve, build brand awareness, and build that trust with consumers. So on to my last slide, I just thought it'd be worth sharing some of the exits that have happened in the kids fruit snacking sector. Some household names here. Kiddelicious and Bear, both purchased by Lotus Bakeries for 4 times their turnover. And that's what we would like to do in 10 years. Sorry, when we hit 10 million. So thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure to chat to you all. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead. But I also know there's breakout sessions later on as well. So I welcome any conversations at that point.
Great. Thank you, Ben. Great presentation.